Hello everyone, this is Javamonk and welcome to episode 18, is it? Wow, of my survival series. So, in this episode, I'd like to pretty much finish what I started a couple episodes ago, which is getting rid of these really long, precarious ladders. So, I am here in the nether, in fact, above the nether, because there's the bedrock ceiling there, and I'm up here, gonna try to AFK here and fix up some of my tools, but there's one thing that just, it drives me crazy, okay? The fact that, first off, I seem to always forget to turn this thing on, and then turn it off once I leave. The second thing is, the ladders. So, what I want to do in this episode is get rid of these ladders, and replace them with a faster way to go up and down. So I'm gonna destroy this ladder here. I'm never gonna use this ladder again. And then we're gonna swap it out with an elevator. It's not gonna be a slime block. It's not gonna be a slime block flying machine elevator like I have for the island. Instead, I think we're gonna go with a slime block elevator, but not the flying machine, but kind. I think you know what I mean. So here I am in a blank test world. So I use this to build a few different designs of elevators that goes from pretty close to the bedrock level all the way up to the sky build limit. So I have three designs here that work. I've had this world actually since update 1.9, I believe, so I had a couple translocation elevators here as well, and they were much faster than these three designs, but these three prevailed over the translocation ones. Rest in peace, translocation elevators. So here's probably the first one that I built, and I timed each one. So this takes about 13 seconds to do. And here we go. Unfortunately, that is quite a common thing that can happen. So that's one reason why I don't want to build this design. The second reason that I don't want to build this design, especially after building it in creative mode, this is why I should always build in creative first, is look at this redstone. Look at how many supplies are needed to build this. Also, it was outrageously complicated, and it took 3 tries to actually complete this. So, yeah. Let's see if this... Yeah, it doesn't even work. So, well, it does occasionally work, but one interesting thing about it is that it does have a down feature. So, oddly enough, going down works better than going up. So here's the down feature. Oop. There we go. I really don't need a down feature because, well, I'm thinking the down will just be a drop onto a slime block. So going down is not a big deal. The big deal is going up. But that would be a nice quirk of this design, having a down feature. So we have that design. We have this one. Well, let's go for the slightly slower one. This one, which is actually slower than this design, if it actually works. But this is much more reliable. So there we go. It is a slime block design. So it works pretty well. I could just stand here and bounce up until we get up to here. There we go. And the cool thing is, this design has its own stopping feature to actually push me off. With this design, I had to make my own stopping feature. So let's see. This design is much faster than the other design. Also, it comes with a slime block at the bottom, so that's pretty cool. The down feature is just straight down this shaft here, the elevator shaft, and I really like this design because it's really cool and there's no awkward pauses of going up and down, and the stopping feature that I created I really like as well. So as long as I have this door here, I won't go flying off the edge. And I can pretty much build this entire thing out of terracotta, of the glazed terracotta. So I'm going to be going with this design, but I think the stopping mechanism, I'm going to have it for this design. So I'm going to gather all the materials to build this design, and let's go. So this is going to be the start of the elevator here, and I do want this elevator to go all the way up to through the netherrack, and hopefully I'll be able to just bounce straight to the bedrock and not have to break any. But if I have to break some bedrock, that's fine. So let's see, from here, and I'm going to be making the walls out of this magenta terracotta because I went mining for magenta, and I went mining out for some clay, and I turned way too much of the terracotta into magenta, and then so I just smelted it all and turned it into this glazed terracotta. And glazed terracotta, for some very strange reason, does not stick to slime blocks. So I'm gonna just be using these. I like to call them trial and error blocks because they're just full of trial and error. I mean, look, I'm trying to make the side arrows face up, but I just failed. So yeah, lots of trial and error with these blocks. It gets annoying after a little while. But you know what? That's fine. Let's go. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those projects that I didn't anticipate would be so large, and yet totally should have expected it. So yeah, we made it to these bedrock layers, and there's supposed to be 4 blocks of space in between the slime block and the next piston. So that's, let me just build out a little bit. That's these 3 blocks taken up. But then there's the 4th block over here, and then the next sticky piston should be over here. And if that doesn't happen, then this whole design does not work. So it looks to me like we're gonna have to break some bedrock. Alright. And I still don't have access to dragon eggs. Yikes. So it's gonna be a tiny bit difficult. But now I'm not quite as pressed for resources, so this isn't a big deal. It's just gonna take a lot of time. Here we go. Here I am again with the Minecraft wiki on the secondary screen that I have, so that I can reference it while I'm building this, because this is very particular about how it's built. So I want to break this block of bedrock. So we need 2 sticky pistons like this. I did this exact same thing back in episode, what is it, 11 now? Wow. So yeah, let's see. There's the lever, needs to power that activator rail. Good. So this way I can place a piston there and keep on activating, so that way the elevator doesn't break. And I do have extra redstone supplies in my ender chest. So yeah, my ender chest. Those two words did not exist in a sentence when I was doing this last time. Let's see. What do I need there? Let's see, 5 repeaters. There we go. There's the 5 repeaters. And then need a block and 5 more repeaters. 4 and 5. So I can just go nice and quickly through this because I've actually done some practice. So I'm just going to place obsidian there for now. No big deal. And now place in a TNT minecart. Right? This is what I'm supposed to do. Gonna double check. Yeah. Let's see. There's the walls. There's the 2 sticky pistons. So I'm trying to make this piston here headless. So not just nearly headless, but actually headless. Bam. Awesome. Now gotta bud power that piston. Hey, got a cobblestone wall back. Nice. And it should not get its head back. Very good. Now place obsidian there. And then basically do the same thing. So I got these activator rails are from the duplicator. Bam. Okay. Nice and fast. Helps when I'm not trying to be overly dramatic. Helps speed things up. Well, I was being kind of dramatic in episode 11 when I was doing this because I didn't exactly have the supplies that I do now. So now I just gotta clean things up by the look of things. So let's see. Obsidian, nice and fast to break. I can break this obsidian now. And then essentially just get back all of these resources except all of the two sticky pistons and the two redstone blocks. So just gotta be super careful not to break them. There we go. Now I can just break all this with my supercharged diamond pickaxe. Obsidian still takes forever to mine, but the forever is not quite as long. Here we go. The cleanup has now been done. So looking back at the wiki here, I need to place the regular pistons here. So I need one upwards here and one downwards here. So one other thing that I didn't have while I was actually breaking the bedrock back in episode 11 is the ability to place a downwards piston, which it looks like I still don't have that ability. Well, actually, let me see. Can I actually place a downwards piston here? I can. Sweet. Yeah, that's something you can't do when you don't have a hole in the bedrock already. There we go. That was easy. Right, so now it's time to break the logic of Minecraft. So the wiki's telling me to face like this. Now pull out the repeaters in redstone. Need the two repeaters there, repeater there, and repeater there. There we go, there we go. Place the lever down. Okay. Still a tense moment, even though I've had practice with this. So, here we go. Power. Okay. Break that block, break this block. And now, time to break bedrock and Minecraft. Alright. Yes! Awesome. Amazing. We broke the bedrock. That is outstanding. But, so, even though there's bedrock right below it, that's cool, because, well, it looks like one of the normal pistons got sacrificed, as is usual. So, now take a look. If I break some of this terracotta here, we got the slime block, and we need 4 blocks of space between each module of the slime block elevator. So there's the 3rd block, there's the 4th block, and then I need another sticky piston right here. So the elevator can continue. Amazing, outstanding, this is awesome. I've kind of found a good rhythm here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Sticky piston and slime block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty cool. So I'm building this out of magenta terracotta, not only because I made way too much of it, but also it has an arrow on it, on its side. So these arrows will all be facing up, and that's good because this elevator goes up. That's its main function. 2, 3, 4, and sticky piston and slime block. Cool. So I'm just going to keep on doing this until I get all the way up here, which, wow, I'm really close already. So, yeah, this is going to be amazing. 4, sticky piston and slime block. And hopefully I'll be able to just bounce right past the redstone, this redstone spaghetti here. So, let's see. See if I'm actually going to be able to do that. Shoot. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Let's see. So I'm down here at this sticky piston here, at the slime block. So it needs to be 4 blocks of space. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Before placing a sticky piston here. Crap. Because that needs to be a slime block there. And having a repeater there is no good. Yeah. Oh dear. Hey, you know what? Let's try to make it fit in. So let's see. This is the middle of the... Okay, I'm not even going to try to make it work, because it's not even the middle of the... It's not even the middle of the tube there that goes up to the FK platform. So we're just going to make a stopping station, and then do the rest of it with, I guess, a minecart elevator. Yeah, that'd be a smart idea. So let's break all this down. Oop. Gotta get that slime block back. There we go. Well, actually, no. This will be a good spot for a stopping station. So let's see. Place one there. Hey, you know what I forgot to bring with me? I forgot to bring string and an observer block. That's fine. I just gotta run back and get them. So while I was at it, I also brought along some gold blocks to make the stopping platform. So in case you're wondering where I'm getting all these gold blocks, it's from this gold farm, Snow Crash's design. It is amazing. Let's see. I'm sure I'd be okay if I place a piston there. Now let's see. What I need is some redstone to go here, so that I can then place redstone there, place an observer here, and then string there. So now, once this observer detects something running up against a string, such as me, it will power this piston. Yep. Oh. I just thought of... How? Oh. I suppose I could get down. I was just worried there that it's not going to let me get down. Not going to let me go down the elevator shaft, but it doesn't seem like that's a problem. Okay. So now I got to get to work building the rest of the redstone. So let's just fall into this pillar here and break the rest of the way down. Alright. So I would do this as a third-person time-lapse, building this elevator, but there's a couple of reasons why I'm not. So first off, I haven't really figured out how to do it, and I actually got a response on the survey on how I would do a third-person time-lapse. Thank you very much for your feedback, by the way. I don't know, I can't tell who you are, but thank you anyway. So he or she suggested to use the replay mod. Now, I would prefer if I don't have to use mods in order to make a third-person time-lapse. And here's why. First off, keeping track of the updates is going to be painful. And secondly, if I transition to a new version of Minecraft, I don't want to have to be held back from all the new features and stuff until the mod is updated. That waiting for a mod to be updated, waiting for anything to be updated, really, it just sucks. So rather than doing that, I'm just gonna avoid doing third-person time lapses until I can figure out a better way to do it. Now I have seen other YouTubers do third-person time lapses by... That's placing the wrong way. Actually, is it? Yeah. I have seen other YouTubers making the third-person time lapses by using a second account, like a second Minecraft account. Now that's a really good idea, because Then I have access to a specialized camera account that I can also use for other things, such as making sure a mob spawner works without interfering with the spawns. So that'd be really cool. But I'm not sure how to. I'm not sure if I even can, if my computer can handle two accounts running on the same world at the same time. Last time I tried that, it was with my friends a couple years ago, and every time one of us logged out, our inventories were wiped. So I'm really scared that that's going to end up happening to to this account, to this Minecraft account, and that's why I'm not doing that. Okay, so I'm putting solid blocks here because first off, each one of these slime block modules have a chance of pushing me out of the elevator shaft, but I could make this out of glass, at least the parts that are covered by the slime blocks aren't going to be touched by the slime blocks, and I have the glass to do it, but there's really nothing to see up here. So there you go. This is really weird. Check this out. If I step in here, look at that. It just pushed me up a block even though there's no piston to actually push me up. That's pretty crazy. So I just finished putting in the magenta terracotta for the actual elevator shaft. So you have up arrows on these two corners, a down arrow in this corner, and sideways arrows on this side. Ah, yikes. There we go. So I just finished that. And now it's time to put in the sticky pistons to move this part here over so that I can actually, and then put in all the redstone. That's going to be fun. Not at all. Because I gotta place in redstone through... Oh crap. Am I gonna have to put redstone through bedrock? I sure hope not. So, I'm gonna have to place redstone through netherrack. And that's gonna be painful. Because there can be random lava spots hidden in the netherrack, which can pour down and mess up all the redstone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry a fire resistance potion on me at all times. That way, if lava does pour down on me, I can save myself. I might not be able to save the redstone, but I have to save myself in order to even start with saving the redstone. So here we go. Up we go. I already got that piston installed. So now I gotta put in this piston. So one part of doing this is making sure there's no blocks other than the terracotta that's going to touch the slime block. So here we go. Very tedious task. Okay, I have an image of the redstone up on my other screen. So let's see. Here's how the redstone goes. So I wired up this first piston to this lever. I'm gonna have it wired up to this lever for now. That way I can tell if something's powered or not. Let's see. So, and I'm going to be placing this redstone gold blocks because, well, as I've mentioned several times now, I have a gold farm. I might as well use it. Be ashamed not to. So I'm going to use cobblestone as pillaring blocks because they're easy to break. Let's see. Block there. Need a redstone torch here. And now over here, place some redstone there. Okay. So then from there, I scoot over here. And it essentially goes back and forth between these two different pillars. Yikes. Oh, really? Blew up my redstone. You bastard. Where did it go? There you are. I see ya. Bye-bye. Yeah, I already got the advancement for the for the return to sender. So yeah, I'm gonna be under fire from ghasts, at least for this part. Sorry, my throat's drying out. So it looks like I've placed this redstone on the wrong side. It needs to be on. Oh, good, I got the terracotta back. Since the piston's on this side, the redstone needs to be on this pillar over here. That's right. Just gotta move this redstone here. Alright. Okay, so I moved the redstone after another ghast attack. These ghasts are annoying, even though I'm not spending much time with them on this redstone project. They're still really annoying about how they blow up my redstone. Let's see. So place dust there. So now that I have this, now that I have it on the correct side, the image that I'm referencing actually kind of makes sense now. Would you look at? Imagine that. Okay, there we go. Need a repeater there and a block there. Okay, so I heard two pistons firing there. Okay, good. So that's activated now. So now I can pillar up some more and continue with the redstone. Here we go. Holy cow, that was close. I managed to block off the lava here, so now I'm gonna try to protect this redstone while I'm blocking off the lava. So here we go. Drinking the fire resistance. There we go. And now I can break these two blocks, and now I can just swim up and block it off. There we go. Did it work? No. Now it worked. Sweet. Nice little hot tub. Sort of. Ish. There we go. Lava's gone. And the redstone is safe. Let me pull out another fire resistance potion, just in case this happens again. And I can keep on building this elevator. Awesome. Let's go. We interrupt this episode briefly to bring gazillions upon gazillions of rails being duplicated. Okay, so I'm going to test this elevator out because there's gas nearby. I want to test it out, and I have the short render distance because I was just rendering a video. So, oh, it sounds like this too. So, I'm gonna go for a first test of the elevator, and at the bedrock ceiling, I actually have kind of a stopping station. So, now what I want to test is whether or not this elevator works. Here we go. First on-camera test. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Up. Yeah, that happens occasionally. The pistons fire out too soon. Sounds like I need to fix some repeater timings. So I had to tweak some of the timings up there in the little station. So now, why is it doing that? Why does the slime block elevator keep doing that? It works occasionally, sometimes it doesn't work. It's annoying. I mean, I've dealt with the slime block stuff before. That's how I managed to build the loop-de-doop. So, after a very long time, like 3 days, I finally have this elevator working. So, I actually tried to put in a stopping station up at the bedrock level. So, here we go. Really? Okay. So, the way you get off at a specific point is by just walking to the side like this. So, assuming the elevator actually works. Come on. Oh, you... It worked. It worked perfectly before I started recording. Seriously. No, really. It worked perfectly. Come on. Ugh. Here we go. Oh, come on. Okay, take, I think 3,508. Really? There's piglin everywhere, there's a gas somewhere nearby. Don't like this. Let's get out of here. Boing, boing, nope. Come on. Boing, 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 nope. Really? Okay. I'm right now in a copy of my survival world, and this elevator works perfectly when I'm in creative mode. But it fails every single time I use this in survival mode. What is going on? Seriously. I mean, I thought my experience with the loop-de-doop was kind of helping me prepare for this kind of thing, but when when it randomly doesn't work, I mean, how do you explain that? It's working. It's working, and it's not. Okay, I tweaked a couple timings of this thing, and now let's try it. Up and up we go. Still going up. Yay. Oh, it's working. It's working. Yes! I made it! Holy cow. Yeah, my next option was to put in a piece of dirt whenever it stopped and then coming up and fixing it, but yeah, I made it! Hooray! So, I'm now working on the bit that actually gets me up in the AFK area, and that's going to be a minecart elevator, since I can't exactly fit a slime block elevator here. So, let's see. If I just... Oh, really? Okay. I'm about to run out of gold. That's fine. So, over here is a bit more complicated, because I have all this redstone going on over here. And what I'm going to need to do is move it, so that I can place the minecart elevator here. I think the first step to doing that is getting rid of whatever I have up here at the moment. Let's see. So over here we've got an ender chest that I didn't really use, and a crafting table that I also didn't really use. There we go. And now I can just break this down. No more ladders. And we can place in a minecart elevator. I'm running low on gold, and in order to actually refill, I have to drop down to the bottom here, and then go up to the kind of informal station that I have. So to actually get off at that point, I essentially have to jump off right there. And that's why I broke up this part of the wall, so that I can actually do that. And at this point, I can craft up a whole bunch of gold nuggets. You know, last time I did this, I accidentally cloned my inventory. So let's see if that'll happen again. I think 3 and some stacks of gold is enough. Have I mentioned this before? I love this gold farm. Absolutely, amazingly. I just love it so much. It is amazing. So no, my inventory did not get cloned. This whole part here is the clone, and yeah. So, well, it was kind of cool when that did happen, but it also kind of freaked me out because when my inventory was cloned, the launcher log was going absolutely nuts. So, yeah. That's my actual axe. Because they got empty names. Let's see. Bring out David Bowie. Where's my silk touch pick? There it is. Alright. Here we go. What else? need the minecart for the minecart elevator, because that's what I'm building. Need these gold blocks. I need a shield, even though I don't use it very much. Need the fishing rod, even though I don't use it very much. I never go anywhere without it. What else am I missing? Arrows for the bow, of course. Okay, and now I can just collect the crafting table with a pickaxe for some reason. There we go. Okay, so now we gotta jump down here to the slime block and then go all the way up. Here we go. Really? Oh, whoops. My bad. I pushed the space bar. Why is that happening? It's like either the third or fourth piston just won't jump me up. It's so weird. What is happening? And it's random too. That's the worst part. It's random which one doesn't work. Another nice big jump cut. So now the minecart elevator is installed. So now I can just go up like this. Assuming I can actually get into that minecart. That's a sound that hasn't gotten old. Yep. Sound of all my tools repairing and all my armor repairing. What a glorious sound. And the best part is, no ladders. So, the way I get down is I flip open this trapdoor. It stops me from falling in. And then I just falls through. That wasn't supposed to happen. So what was supposed to happen was that I go up the minecart here, and then go up on this minecart, and that doesn't seem to have worked properly, because I haven't contained this minecart and stopped it from flying off. So that's one thing I need to do with each of these minecarts, is stop them from flying out all over the place. And for some reason this trapdoor keeps getting flipped down, I mean. Maybe I should swap it out with the ladder. It's probably getting bud powered or something weird like that. Then again, I'm pretty sure trapdoors can't get bud powered. So, well, crap. This minecart is too low. So, sounds to me like we got an extra big problem here, which shouldn't be too hard to fix. This is basically what I've been doing for the last half an hour, is this. So just place a rail here, and then a minecart on top of that, and then break the block, and the minecart just rests on that rail, on the ladder here. So then I can cover it up to stop the minecart from rolling away, like so. That's about the best I can do it. And then over here, I have it bound by slabs, not just full blocks, so that I can actually reach this lever. Still too low. Okay, so that's the basic system, and that is way too low. So I'm just going to move this up, and I'll be back when I have done that. Right then, let's try this minecart elevator again. So up we go. Straight up. This minecart is a bit weird, but here we are. We're at the top, and now we can AFK for experience and gold. And then when I'm ready to go back down, I can just open that up. There we go. Alright, and then whenever I'm ready, I should probably put some slime blocks down there so that I can just jump straight down and do whatever I need at the bottom of these chests. But here we go, I can just jump in and negate the bounce. There we go. Sweet. So one last time, I'm going to try to use the elevator. Hopefully it's not going to be a jerk. You know what? Close enough. So there we go. I'm going to do a bit of editing on this episode. I haven't started that yet, and then based on how long it's been already, I'll see if we can squeeze in another project in this episode. So, check out all this stuff we did today. We built this thing right here, which takes us up to the AFK spot on the gold farm. Nice little cinematic tour. We also built this here, which is a slime block elevator that occasionally works, but when it does work, it is amazing. So we also have kind of an informal station here where I can jump out and get over here, and also to whatever I'm going to put right on top of the nether. Probably going to be a system of ice highways. So yeah, this is all the stuff that we did today. It's all this magenta terracotta, and it goes all the way down to here. So there we go. We got the starting button. There's no down button because it's unnecessary. There's the slime block at the bottom. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please let me know. And I will see you in the next episode. This is a really cool shot. Alright, bye.